You ready? Welcome back to Fabrication 101. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are back in the garage, still working on the Bronco, trying to finish up a few more things. I'm in a push to try and get this thing running so that I can move it out of the garage so I can work on a few other things. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, this is my 1968 Ford Bronco. I've been working on it, doing quite a bit of it. Unfortunately, most of the work that you see behind me was done prior to the birth of this channel, or the creation of this channel, if it makes you comfortable. So the last couple of months I've been putting a bunch of work into it, trying to get it on the road, and done quite a few things. There's quite a few videos on the fender flares, on the center console, and a few other things on this thing. It does have a 4-cylinder Cummins diesel in it, has a C6 transmission, a Atlas 2 transfer case. It has Dana 60 front and a Dana 60 in the rear, 513 gears, locked front and back. They are full width axles, so it does have some, the tires, the 42-inch tires do stick out a little bit on each side. So anyway, we'll get on to what we're working on today, which is, good morning, little bunny. Oh, there he goes. See ya. Have a good morning. Oh, hanging out a little bit longer. So in a last push effort to get this thing kind of on the road, maybe not last push, but some wrapping up some of the little things that I need to get done on this thing. One of the ones that I need to do, probably gonna work on today, is battery mounts. I don't know why I'm over here, because the battery is right there. So I've been planning to run dual Optima yellow tops on this thing for a while. I have a pretty cool marine grade battery switch that lets me select from one or the other or both. I think it's pretty cool, so I'm going to use that. So one of the things I'm gonna work on today, like I said, is a battery box or a battery mount for these things. So I have this kind of cool billet aluminum hold down bracket, but it's meant to work with just the regular 1/4 inch like J hooks, which I could use. But in my inability to just leave things alone, I'm gonna go ahead and make a kind of a cooler looking battery box. I think I'm gonna make it out of some of my leftover aluminum from the bread truck or the FedEx truck or the box truck or whatever you want to call it. So I think I'll just do kind of a bend up that'll come up in between the posts and have a tab that comes out here. And I'll do something similar on the back side, maybe make that one a little bit bigger. And then I might do a wrap around the bottom here a little bit. And we'll cut out some aluminum and see if we can get it bent and shaped the way we want it. done. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just tacked the two plates together. That way I could get all the holes and everything done in one shot. Worked pretty well. Got to tweak it a little bit, fine tune these holes. Don't quite line up with my bracket, but it's nothing that I don't think I can manage to deal with. I do think I'm still gonna cut a piece of material and wrap it and then go ahead and weld it to the bottom of that tray. But super pleased with it so far. I really like the way it's looking. Let's go ahead and get the other one done. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. All right, there we go. That seemed pretty easy. So now we'll figure out how to measure out that, cut a couple strips, and see if we can get them welded into place. But looking good so far. Welded up. Most of the welds aren't too much of a disaster. That one's not very good, but some of them came out really good. That one's pretty nice, except the camera won't focus on it. So this one's pretty good. Oop, and it's still warm. So I guess I'm just done looking at it for now. So I gotta drill a couple holes in the bottom for the mount into the frame of the Bronco, and then we should be done with this one. right, battery mounts are in. They are not entirely in. You can see that they are not bolted in place because right now I don't have the bolts to put in there. So I'm gonna have to go to the store and get some bolts to put in those. But they should bolt down pretty much the way I'd planned. They're not perfect by any means. I made a few miscalculations in my dimple dies. On the 1-inch ones on the backside, they're a little closer together, so they kind of wrinkled the dimple. Not that big a deal. The mounts, the brackets, the aluminum brackets that I bought, if they were a little wider, would have been a little bit better, but I think I'll be able to make them work no problem. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think in the next one, we will be tackling the remote oil filter mount and its location. Hopefully that goes fairly smoothly. I don't have to mess with it too much because we're getting close. We're getting very close to getting this thing done and at least, or well, maybe not done, but at least moving under its own power and drivable, because if you're into doing anything like this, you know these projects are never really done. So anyway, we will see you guys in the next video of Fabrication 101. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're liking this stuff, give me a thumbs up. Shoot me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And we will see you in the next video. In the meantime, do me a favor, do yourself a favor and get out there and build something. Oh, that looks blue. That's weird. Early morning.